former football player. That looked like he was heading into the secondary and evaded the free safety.
Now on 3-2 to Utley with Rollins leading from second. Here's the pitch.
Time for baseball on the show as we get you set for baseball at a place they call. And with final warm-ups nearly complete, let's check out the starting lineups for each manager here tonight. Chris Miller.
Why not?
3-2, here it is. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground is short. LeMahieu on to first as they get the double play to get him out. Hit pretty well as this is out toward deep center. And it's a fly out to start the second, one away. Here looking to keep the inning alive with 2 gone now in the top of the second. And looked like he jammed him that time a bit as it's hit in the air to center field. Miller will get there and he puts it away to retire. Looks out of whack right now.
And these are the guys that really scare you. The guys that have absolutely no clue where the ball's going. Time to close up.
Perez is there now as he makes the catch and they're able to avoid. Chris Miller. Once again a 3-2. Now a hard liner toward short, and that'll get down for a base hit. Throw comes in quickly from left, so Chris Miller will stand in.
An afterthought, like an emergency hack.
Got him. So the damage winds up not being as bad as it could have been as they'll strand the bases loaded. The side. Chris Miller, the 3-2 pitch. And he couldn't get on top of it as this has popped up behind shortstop. Dietrich retreats to the outfield grass, and he has it for round number 1.
For the 4th consecutive year, they are champions of the American League Central Division.
They lead again for Peralta. Holiday is safe lead at second.
Chris Miller is highlighted here. And when you draw up what the ideal baseball player would look like, you have to figure he'd look a little bit like this guy. He just continues to excel beyond expectation. Time for baseball on the show as we get you set for baseball. And before we close in on first pitch, a look at the starting lineups here for the finale. Chris Miller, the first here this afternoon. It was another loss for him last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
And you know, the little thing.
Inning is over. Here comes the 1-0. Swinging a liner back through the box. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And the run will score from third to make this a 3-2 ball game. So he's able to come through here with 2 away, and that's a good time to check out our RBI leaders on the league leaderboard. And it's out in singled so far. 0-2 pitch is swung on and lifted in the air out to center field. Miller will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first. A big pitch here, 1-2. Now he sends a routine fly ball out to straightaway center. Miller is there, 2 gone. Chris Miller. Here he comes, 3-1. And he misses, ball 4. Plate appearances. In the air to right center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that inning.
This is the guy right here.
Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. Step on the bag for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning.
Jay scores. Carpenter. He scores 3 with a double to right center, and the Cardinals lead 7-6. What an at-bat by Carpenter.
Time for baseball on the show as we get you set for baseball. And before we get too much further, here's a look at each manager's starting lineup here for the opener. Chris Miller.
I don't know that he necessarily needs to ever throw it for a strike. I mean, if it's a...
On just a sec as this ball is driven into the outfield. This should score 1, maybe 2. And the run will score as the Phillies are off to a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, he gave it all he had out there in the outfield. Watch as he tries to close on this thing. He leaps as high as he can, but just out of his reach. Run's going to come in to score and will turn out to be an RBI double.
He swings at the fastball here and lifts it into the air to shallow center. Miller is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Chris Miller.
He's lucky that thing didn't go all the way to the backstop.
And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out. The 2-2 coming. Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. And the recovery will be in time to get him at the plate. Once again a 3-2. Now a ball hit back up the middle. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And that'll plate their second run of the game. Chris Miller.
The longer this at-bat goes, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning out there.
Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run. Solo shot here to left. Number 31 for him on the season. And the Phillies open up a 3-0 lead.
Man, this is just a fastball right here, but I'm pretty sure it's not where he wanted it. This has got some elevation to it, and that's one of those where you know it's going to be a home run as soon as you let go of it.
The fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
Yeah, and I think that's putting it mildly. Just one hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fell on
the... to try to get something started here with one gone in the end. Get him started going downhill.
Yeah, and sometimes it's really easy to dwell on those, but you have to keep looking forward. It's not easy.
Chris Miller. Here comes the 1-2. On a good curveball, gets him swinging.
As a pitcher, you want hitters to chase pitches that aren't strikes.
Oh, this is hit hard towards second. And that'll get down for a base hit. And he is out on a strong throw.
Make something happen, but when you're losing, the one thing you cannot afford to do is have guys get thrown out on the base paths. I mean, that makes an already tough situation even tougher.
Time to hand out Topps Player of the Game honors for this one. And guys, I think we can all agree that this fellow right here deserves it more than anybody that took the field in this one.
And I think all things...
Now he is gunned down. What an unbelievable throw by Yoenis Cespedes.
To center. Hicks going back. And now over. Makes the catch on the warning.
Time for baseball on the show as we get you set for baseball. And before we get on with things here this evening, a look at the 2 starting lineups we'll see featured tonight. Chris Miller.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You got to make these guys earn it.
And this one misses for 1-2 to start inning number 3. Ball swung on and lifted in the air with some carry out towards left center. And he will get there to make the running catch as that ball hung up just a... Chris Miller.
Just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Now he tries to hold back on the swing, and the home plate umpire says he did so successfully. 1-1 on the way. And the 1-1 is in the air now out to center. Miller is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Chris Miller.
He loves that pitch up in the zone. Most power hitters do, so that's not a bad idea to give him one above the letters.
On to first to complete the double play.
Working its way down in the strike zone, and that's very tough. To be surprised if they worked around him again.
Swung on and hit in the air out toward left. Yelich is under this one. As he puts this one away, the side is retired.
For a football player, that looked like he was heading into the secondary and evaded the free safety.
Now on 3-2.
So it would appear we'll have a pinch hitter coming on now with a runner at first and 1 gone.
You'll find yourself in these kind of counts.
And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately
won it. 3 consecutive years in the postseason for the Oakland A's.
MLB The Show has baseball on tap from lovely Citi Field in New York. And before we get too much further, here's a look at each manager's starting lineup here for the opener. Chris Miller.
Like that, anytime you can get it, it makes a starter's life easier. Heck, it makes your whole staff breathe easier.
Reeder takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out. Chris Miller.
Well, there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
And he reaches. Chris Miller. Where do you think they go from here?
I maybe double up and go back to another off-speed pitch.
Hold on now. That ball is down and could score a run. Long throw to the plate. And the run will come across to score from second, and they open it up to 4-0. 0-2 pitch is swung on and lifted in the air out to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends around. 1-2. And he gets under this one a bit as this is lifted into center field. Miller is there, 2 gone. Chris Miller. The 3-1 pitch. And a good take there will net him a base runner. Chris Miller. Now the payoff pitch home. Oh, hit sharply as this is pulled into right. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third.
Three-run homer for Matt Adams. 3-2 Cardinals in a magical 7th inning. With everyone standing at Dodger Stadium, Kershaw pitches. The wall. Molina scores. Adams scores. Jay scores. Carpenter. He scores 3 with a double to right center, and the Cardinals lead 7-6. What an at-bat by Carpenter. Big time.